Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm here in Dracula's castle in Romania. We're going to jump into the charts for Bitcoin. Yesterday the market had a brutal sell-off. Stocks getting annihilated, Bitcoin dropping, Ethereum hitting our stop loss. Unfortunately, very negative drops in the market. Let's jump in, hit the subscribe button, join 78,000 people, smash up thumbs up button. And right now we've already had a 70% drop across cryptos, across stocks. And I've been buying, at the moment I'm buying a lot of Google and Facebook. I think those have come close to their bottoms, but we do have more to drop on a lot of stocks. I'm going to show you a warning on Apple as well, potentially losing another $1 trillion. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going to the technicals, and the market just getting annihilated yesterday. Very big drops across the board. Tesla was down 11%. And it dropped from, I warned everyone, back at $220, and we just free fall. Look at that. It hit the first target, it hit the second target. The last one would be $65. That's where I'm going to add a lot into Tesla. You can see it's sitting below the 200 weekly moving average, that colorful line, the blue and colorful line. Let's go into Bitcoin. Look at this. It was not Solana down another 9%, Coinbase 8%, MCRT 6% after pumping quite massively the last few days. And it's up around, from the IDO, still up around 80%, which is beautiful. But brutal bear market we've been having. Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin's chart over time. This is going back to the beginning of Bitcoin in 2010. And you can see here the price of Bitcoin moving. We had this big run up in 2017 to 20K, all the way to 3K, the big run up to 64, then 69, then coming back down. If it does come back down to the major supports, it's at 11,279. You can see here we have a lot of major support at this area. That's where I would say the strongest supports for Bitcoin are 11,279. And if we look at this blue trend line, if it does come down to this blue trend line that's been trending since this blue one going back to 2018 or even longer, 2016, this blue one here, if it comes down to there, that's the point that would be a big buying area for Bitcoin, which would be around, if it comes down to that blue trend line, it's sitting at 13,000. 13,000 I think could be worst case scenario, but 11,279 is very possible. But we are right now in this descending triangle. You can see here, this is a descending triangle. That's actually a bullish pattern. It builds pressure, and then breaks to the upside around 70% of the move. But we are pulling back right now to this white symmetrical triangle. On the daily, stochastic is oversold. On the 4 hourly, extremely oversold. On the hourly, oversold. On every time frame, oversold. It hasn't hit our stop loss, the trade, but the trade from yesterday would be close to hitting the stop loss. That's why we use stop losses. It broke out of this symmetrical triangle to the downside. This rising triangle broke to the downside, and it is coming down to this white line. So I would expect a bounce. It failed to break to the upside. I would expect a bounce off this white line if it can hold here. If it breaks below that white line, then unfortunately we would be heading down to around 14,300. So very important that we keep climbing. It is making higher lows though. It is making higher lows, and if we can break out, that would be great towards the 25K, but the market is not looking good so far. If the pinnacle of this, we should be getting a movement up towards breaking out at 18,000 before January. It needs to start moving in there going into January. Let's go closer. On the 4 hourly, extremely oversold. On the hourly, it's coming to that white line, and you can see this. We have another kind of this channel here, a descending triangle, which is also a bullish pattern, builds pressure and breaks out. So I would be leaning to going to the upside here, but again, it can come down to that blue line at around 12,800. And it is on the bigger time frames. You can see it is trending down, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So unfortunately, most likely it is going to break to the downside here, which will be not good, because then it invalidates this descending triangle. We really need it to follow through here and build pressure like this and break to the upside. Buying ranges, if we just zoom out and we look where the buying ranges are, it's at 11,200 and it's here at 13,700. DCA is always the best strategy. Don't go all in at any time right now. Make sure you DCA down. But the biggest support is actually here at 10,600. You can see it's major supports here at 10,600, and this macro environment is brutal right now, so it's very likely that it comes down there. But it has a lot of support at this blue trend line at 13,500, so it can hold here. 12,700, sorry. These green lines are buying opportunities for Bitcoin if we don't break out here. Let's go closer and see what's going to happen on the 4 hourly oversold. It's building pressure in this descending triangle. For the short term, until we break this white line, we could expect that it gets a bounce here, but the bigger trend is going down still. But in the shorter term, we could get a recovery back up to this white line, but it's not too good to be going long here as well. Most likely going to break to the downside. Let's go closer into the hourly. On the hourly, it's making higher lows, but it's trying to hold on. You can see it's trying to hold on here. It's more bouncing, drop, bouncing, drop. It's trying to hold on. So most likely, unfortunately, we'll break to the downside, targeting 14,000. I would go short out of this breakout. Stop loss here, a very tight stop loss in case the trade goes against us, and the take profit at that white line, 6.6 risk to reward ratio trade. It's a short, so expecting Bitcoin to drop, risking $307 to make $2,027 without leverage. With 10x leverage, that would be $20,270 trade. That's what I'm most likely. So opening a short where we are, stop loss at 16,952, take profit at 14,617. So I'm going to close my long on Bitcoin. This is where the stop loss will automatically trigger at 16,000. That's where the trade opened, 16,900. The trade opened 16,644, and the take profit at 14,617. A potential new low for Bitcoin, which would be terrible. And people say that I'm updating the charts every day to the hour. So my trades are always going to change on the short term. Spot positions, I'm laddering in here. 14k, 13k, 11k, 10k. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin down to these levels. But short-term trades, day trades, I think we're going to do that drop. So I'm going to open this trade. If you want to trade like you're about to see me do, underneath this video, in the description of the video down below, you can go down below and you can sign up to Bybit using that link. If you use that link to sign up, you can get $30,000 worth of bonuses, and you can short, long Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. You can buy spot. So everyone go down below, click on that link, sign up, and then I'm going to open this trade that we're saying right now. So opening the trade 16. So I'm going to close my long. So I've got a long open on Bybit, which is currently down $58 on Bitcoin. So that trade is in a losing trade, $58. So I'm going to close this. So I closed that long because unfortunately it does look like we're going to drop, and I'm going to go short on Bitcoin here. I'm going to go short on Bitcoin here. Opening the short where we are. I'm going to short Bitcoin here, 16,644, stop loss 16,952. I'm going to do $1,000 trade. $1,000 trade. So it's 0.7 is a $1,100 trade cost. So I'm going to go short here, open a short, and I'm going to do 10x leverage short. 10x leverage, make sure you're using isolated so it doesn't cross and go into your other portfolio. 10x leverage short, 0.7 Bitcoin. Take profit is going to be, I'm going to short, so take profit is going to be at this one here, 14,617. 14,617 is where the take profit, 14,617. So expected profit is 1,419, and stop loss is at 16,952. I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop 952. So it's risking $214 to make $1,419. And then confirm. I'm going to open a short. So this short is a 10x leverage. It's 0.7 Bitcoin. Order cost 1,179. Value is 11,651 because 10x leverage. Take profit 14,617. Stop loss 16,915. Confirm. And that trade is now open. I am now short on Bitcoin. That trade is now set, and it's about break even on the trade right now. So take profit is at 14,617, $1,419 profit. Stop loss is at 16,952, $214 risk. So I'm risking $214 to make $1,400. Again, if you want to trade Bitcoin, underneath this video in the description down below, here down below, sign up to Bybit to make that trade, which is beautiful. That's the trade on Bitcoin. MCRT still holding up. It's up 2% against Bitcoin, up 2% against 2.6% against Ethereum. Rank 732, 8.7 million market cap, volume 1.2 million, up 20%, which is huge volume. And look at the DEX volume, $200,000 of DEX volume, real volume here. In the last 7 days, quite a big movement up during Christmas, which is beautiful. You can get MCRT on Bybit using that link and multiple other exchanges, Huobi, Gate.io, Uniswap, Bybit, many exchanges where you can buy MCRT right now. I'll show you the other exchanges. So that's what's happening on Bitcoin. Again, sign up to Bybit using that link to get that $30,000 of bonuses, which is beautiful. What else does the team have? Let's see. We're going to add this character. I just told the team now. I'm in Dracula's castle. I saw this on the wall, a tectonic Templar. We're going to add this character to the MCRT beta.magicraft.io. This is one of the maps being created for Magicraft, which is beautiful. Man, you made millionaires. Thank you, Mike. The course is really amazing, very good, beginner friendly. The teaching style is really good and helps us understand trading easy. I also like your technicals very much. Thank you. You can get a special discount on the courses going into New Year's, 20% off the Stockroom Master Course and the Crypto Master Course. The links are in the description. You have to use that code GIFT2023 for 20% off. Some people playing Magicraft MCRT on, you can play it now on beta.magicraft.io on Android, iOS, and now PC as well. People playing on PC during Christmas. Good info, man. Thanks for doing everything that you do for us. I'm loving the learning. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate the videos. Remember, James always says, do your own due diligence. He's trading during times when he's also not recording. Don't blame him for the losses. I've learned a lot from his videos, watching daily for the past 2 months. Thank you, Addy. And many people playing MCRT beta.magicraft.io for Christmas. You can win up to 3,000 MCRT per person per day. It's now on PC, which is epic. And during this year, we had an epic year through a brutal bear market. This year, MCRT 100 full-time team released NFT, public beta, PC, iOS, Android, Web3. And now I'm going to show you a lot of information. I'm just doing technicals on where the potential lows could be. And the potential lows, let's go on to the weeklies, are quite brutal. Ethereum, a potential low on Ethereum. Well, we can see here that a very strong support on Ethereum is 739. That's a very strong support on Ethereum, 739. And it's not just crypto, it's also stocks. Apple, if Apple plays out like this, it will be brutal as well. Apple is holding on by a thread. You can see on the weekly charts that if it breaks this trend line, Apple could be going to $82, another 36% drop, which is another 1.2 billion. And you can see it's holding on. We got this big M pattern forming. It's holding on, but most likely it's going to break, and that will take the stock market with it. Unfortunately, very big drops. Google and Facebook are close to their buying ranges. Google, a strong support is at $76. Right now we're at $87. I'm buying a lot of Google at the moment because we have major support at this $76 mark, and it's quite undervalued in my opinion at the moment. Same for Meta. Meta hasn't been dropping. It only dropped 0.98%, while Tesla dropped 11%. Meta is on a major support area here at $116. So I've been buying a lot of it. I even bought down to $88, which is beautiful. Let's look at what other charts. BNB, if BNB is trying to hold on to a thread right now as well. If it does break 164, and that's most likely what will happen to BNB. As you can see, we got this big descending triangle. If it breaks down 164, and then we could get a bounce to head up if it can hold there. So the markets are not looking good at the moment. So that's my updates on the markets. Thank you for watching, everyone. Again, you have to do your own due diligence, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing in the markets. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up button. And going into New Year's, it's good that the markets dropped 70%. When do you want to drop? When do you want to buy? After a 70-80% drop or at all-time highs? That's a question you need to be asking yourselves. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.